When we last left our WCW 92 save, we had just thrown our first show, WCW Main Event, and we were just kicking the old tires. But tonight, the messing around ends. WCW on TBS is our A show, and we are going to have to get the Jim Ross era of WCW wrestling kicked off strongly. Tonight, there is no preview, because nobody really knows what to expect. Jim Ross' first real creative show as the head of WCW, and he's expected to address the fans tonight. That's all we really got. We're in Atlanta tonight to find out what Jim Ross has up his sleeve for the direction of World Championship Wrestling. And before I forget, thank you so much for those of you who have already subscribed. Hit the notification button. You guys are so appreciated. If you're one of the jabronis who haven't hit it yet, do your guy a solid and hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel, and you can really make my day, which really isn't worth much, but you still will. All right, now let's get to the video. Saturday, January 4th, 1992, in our WCW save, it is the first Jim Ross era show to be held tonight, at least the first one that counts. Is our A show, WCW on TBS. And I really don't know what is going to go on tonight because Jim Ross is speaking tonight first. I don't know if it's going to be a big announcement. I don't know if it's just going to be an acknowledgement of his presidency. I do not know, but I do know that he will be leading off the show tonight. Before we get to the show tonight, I just wanted to clear up some of these office things and just wanted to show you the ones that I couldn't clear up, should I say. The Italian Stallion will be preparing a debut of local jobber gimmick, Big Deal. The only reason the Stallion's actually here is because George South is our trainer and he is a friend of George South. Harley Race is angry at being taken off the booking team. He will get over it because we have good things in store for Harley Race, and that's kind of why I wanted to take him off the booking team. One, to be honest, and it sounds awful because I'm saying this about Harley Race, but he wasn't really adding all that much to the booking team. He is, at this stage in his game, a much better manager, and we will showcase that, I think, in this save. Teddy Long is a manager without any clients. That is a problem. We will find him 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. We will have Teddy Long there. And Medusa is a wrestler, but she is also a manager without any clients. I think I have something for Medusa as well, but at this point, I don't. So we're going to wait, or at least I don't have anything that I can execute at this time. And also 3 storylines rated hot or above. We have 3 storylines. I don't want to give away the storylines at the moment, only because it's kind of fun to watch the show as you don't know what's going on, and then as you find out, I will tell you what I'm trying to do without ruining future shows. It's kind of how I'm going to do this. But I do have 3 shows ready to go, or 3 storylines, should I say, ready to go, and we're good there. We just have to debut them. I have not yet had a season finale event. That is because it is scheduled for Sunday, December 27th, 2 days after Christmas in 1992, is our big one, WCW Starrcade. I have no idea what that show will look like, who will be on it, that kind of thing. I would be lying to you if I did. I don't book ahead like that, and I don't think you do either, right? But we'll see what it looks like. And the economy in the U.S. is currently weak, so it's going to likely have an impact on our ability to grow. Speaking of growing, the last time we negotiated a deal for our A show, World Championship Wrestling, we have medium coverage in every part of the United States. We also have, and this is for our only A show, which is the ones that can grow you. The B shows are just to kind of give some people some work. The A shows are the ones that we really care about. That's why we only extended the deal with the A shows. If I'm doing something wrong there, please leave in the comments and teach me, but I think that's how that works. YTV is in Canada It will also give us medium across the provinces of Canada. We'll get 6 of the provinces, so we will be happy with that. And we will also have coverage, medium coverage in others, as you can see, all medium except small in Ireland, and very big over across the seas, and in medium in the Oceania. So very, very big things going on in WCW's world. We have 14.8 million. Just a quick look at the finances. We have lost $195,000. That's because I sent everybody to WCW. We didn't lose $195,000 just because I sent everyone to WCW main event and paid for their travel. That is not why. It is largely because we haven't had a pay-per-view yet, and we are going to try to do that. You see our workers, $237,000. That was a lot of money, so we actually ended up not doing too bad with the ticket sales, but our house shows will kick in. We will kick in the house shows and add more at the expense probably of our wrestlers getting a little tired. That's why I do want to look at what wrestlers we send home and don't show to the B shows. That way we can give them kind of some time off. So I'll try to be booking a little bit smarter on that one. Now, let's look at the news from the competitor, WWF, and see if anything happened over there. And as you see, Chris Duffy, Kendall, Dalton, Roy Gonzalez, all these jobbers, they extend their deals. They also extend their deal with Fox to show events, so that is big for the WWF. And then just a couple interpersonal and the last inter company things to report there that we already did. And of course, you remember that the Capital Sports deal with WWF, the talent trade agreement that Capital Sports, I'm sure, is still talking about. Another look just at the WWF. They have a vacant heavyweight champion right now. The WWF Intercontinental Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart. The King of the Ring, I don't believe has started yet. The Royal Rumble, the last winner is Hulk Hogan. No way, brother. Hogan, you're going to lose. That's not working for me, brother. And then the WWF Tag Team Champions are the Legion of Doom. That's pretty legit. So WWF has some good workers. As you see, the Randy Savage. They got our guy, Ric Flair, over there. So, yeah, and how long is Flair's deal? 271 days. So his deal is done in October. That would be crazy huge to get him right before Starrcade. That would be a big deal. Okay, so that is the WWF news. We went over the office, and now we do the pre-show, and we will do all of that in just a second. I am going to book the show, and then we can get to it. Okay, now a little look at the pre-show. First, to give the night off, we are going to give the night off to a couple people. Eaton, we will need. Mags, I don't believe we'll need, so we'll give him the night off. Abdullah the Butcher, we will give the night off. Alexander York, and we'll just keep going through these. I don't have to say everyone, I will just keep doing it. And we'll see how much money we save, if anything. I don't know if that is how it works, but I'm going to check it out. That is how you work TEW. You just do it and try it. And I will pick this up when I get all of these guys done. All right, now we're done, and these are the people that we have at the show. We're running a very slim crew tonight. Bobby Eaton, Firebreaker Chip, Jimmy Garvin is going to be there. Jimmy Jett, the referee. Jody Hamilton, the road agent. Marcus Alexander Bagwell. Michael Hayes, Mike Atkins, the referee. Patrick, the referee. Dangerously, the manager. Anderson, the referee. We make sure we got enough referees. We probably have too many, but that's okay. Ricky Steamboat, Ron Simmons, Parker, The Pistols are going to be there. Steve Austin tonight. Terrence Taylor is there, but I don't believe I need Terrence Taylor. I'm going to keep him around just in case. Todd Champion's going to be there. Tony Schiavone will be on the microphone with Jim Ross. Tracy Smothers, the Pistols, will be here, and the Z-Man will be here. So that is everybody that is going to be on the show. Let's now go to tonight, and we will be in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't believe that there is an Atlanta one here that I can be in. Let me look. 8,000 fans expected. So we're going to go way down here to 8. So touchy once you get over the 1,000. And now we've got Freedom Hall in Johnson City, Tennessee, Lakeland. I said we were in Atlanta, so we're just going to go to generic and say that we are in Atlanta tonight. The booking team meeting. Let's see here. We have Jim Ross, Paul Heyman, and Jody Hamilton. They are going to, after all bonuses and penalties are applied, the meeting generated a total of 55, which is not great, honestly. You came into the meeting without any stored, so it requires 30 because it's an hour and a half show, 20 an hour for basic booking creativity. So this has automatically been deducted. Your final score is 25. That's awful. Okay, that's really bad. I know that they do not have much chemistry, but we got to do way better than that. We need Dusty Rhodes on this team. We just forgot to do this, so we're going to pay for it tonight. Locker room incidents. Let's see. Bill Eadie has turned up and requested to be allowed backstage. Let me just make sure he doesn't have a problem with anyone. Bob Cook is no longer with us, so I suppose, yes, he can come hang out. Paul Heyman almost got into a fight with the Z-Man after he caused some damage to his rental car. Okay, so Paul Heyman almost got into a fight with the Z-Man after he caused some damage. So Heyman caused damage. We're going to fine him. The Z-Man's going to be happy with that, and no one's going to be mad, angry, or anything. Great. Okay, address the locker room. I don't want to do team bonding. I don't think I want to do anything. The reason I don't want to do team bonding is because Lex Luger is an asshole. Let's just say that. He is an asshole that will make everything, stir the pot, do all that. I don't want to do that until he's gone. So I am not going to do anything. And now we get into the night, and I'm going to book it. And then I'm going to pull this right back up. So I will be back with you in a minute. Okay, so after booking the show, the Jim Ross era is going to start real rough. Jim Ross in storyline and me in real shoot tried to save a lot of money, not book a lot of people, and oh boy, did I pay for it. A lot of these people I didn't look up ahead of time and just assumed they would be available. They were not. I had a Jushin Liger Great Muta match here, and I was gonna, even as I was getting bad with it, try to make that the main, but oh boy, it's gonna be rough, boys. So buckle up. Here we're gonna start. Jim Ross is going to come to the ring and immediately address the crowd. Ross tells everyone that this is the new WCW, and oh boy, should he not have said that after the show that we have booked here in front of 8,200 people. But he apologized for the past regime's efforts as they didn't win over anyone. He says that you can toss people over the top rope. There are going to be mats on the outside. That will make the wrestlers happy. And, WCW will continue to repair itself within. It's continuing with this show. But the fans appreciated the announcement from Ross. They seem to be behind him as president. He was superb with working without a script. The segment did deserve better color commentary, so Shafani gets the knock. The angle got the crowd hotter, and the angle got the show off to a strong start. That's an 84. Maybe in this one, he probably should have ended the show. But either way, he will start the crowd off hot. Now, this show is going to make WCW main event look good. The WCW Patriots and the Freebirds. The Freebirds pin the Patriots after the bombs away. Jimmy Garvin pins Todd Champion. And as you see, the Freebirds get a noticeably higher score than the Patriots. Right here, I thought, well, I got the Freebirds. I guess I will be pushing them a little bit anyway, so we'll give them a win here over the WCW Patriots. 49 for the segment rating, and the crowd is hot. Brought it down a little bit, but still okay. All right, in the next match, Marcus Alexander Bagwell gets pushed. He defeats Terrence Taylor in 11 minutes and 48 seconds. Segment rating of 61, so not awful, but not great at the same time. The commentary quality lifted the match, which is good because Bagwell was a little down. Taylor had a 62, which isn't bad for Terry Taylor. Marcus Alexander Bagwell gets into the ring there, and hopefully this has kind of improved him a little bit. All right, in the next match, beautiful Bobby Eaton defeats the Z-Man. Paul dangerously interferes in the match, and the Steve Austin and Z-Man storyline starts up because, and I guess it wasn't in here, Steve Austin was supposed to interfere in this match at the end after dangerously interfered to get Bobby Eaton the win. They were going into the ring. Steve Austin came down and started to attack, and the Z-Man came down and made the save. Austin wasn't happy about it, and that is how this sparked. Segment rating of 50, crowd rating of 45, and we still have a hot crowd, even though we're under what we need to be by far. In a decent match, Ron Simmons defeated Buddy Lee Parker. It was designed to tell a specific story. Ron Simmons is going to get pushed here. Segment rating of 60, and it was hot. As you see, Simmons got the 62, Parker the 42. That's where Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker is, and that is where Ron Simmons is at the moment, but we'd like to get him at least 10 higher, so hoping that he improves quite a bit over the year. All right, now Ricky Steamboat came down. This was supposed to be Dustin Rhodes and Ricky Steamboat. It was just Ricky Steamboat. Dustin Rhodes did have the night off. I don't know why, but we'll have to look into that. Cut a promo on the Young Pistols. This is to set up Clash of the Champions. These two will be going the WCW United States Tag Team Championship and the WCW Tag Team Championship will become one at WCW Clash of the Champions. This is a unification match that will be happening. There's really no feud. It's just who gets to keep their titles. So Steamboat talking about the Pistols, putting them over as Steamboat will, but then putting himself and Rhodes over more, obviously. Segment rating of 78 because Steamboat can cut a promo. And in a great, wow, I can't believe it's that high, in a good match, Ricky Steamboat defeated Steve Armstrong. This is how good Ricky Steamboat is. He's got an 88 performance. Steve Armstrong was just holding on with a 50, and the rating still becomes an 83. What a way to finish that. I thought that was going to be in the 60s, so I'm pretty happy, but I knew Ricky Steamboat's good. I thought Steve Armstrong was going to let the show down a little bit more than that. So, yes, we lost popularity in 10 regions. We did increase our popularity because of our broadcasting deal, so we will be good there. We have gained 1 popularity in Canada, but the growth was restricted due to a limited number of viewers there. Does that mean that we don't have a big enough TV deal? I'm not really sure what that means. If you can, leave in the comments. That would be great. I could learn. Crowd wasn't happy as they expected more angles. Yes, I expected more wrestlers. Honestly, a 55, that's kind of where I thought this show would be. The financial report, we're still going to win. Okay. Ticket sales, 164,000. That is good. The broadcasting revenue bringing in some money. The merchandise bringing in some money. The worker cost is down significantly, about $10,000, so that's good. The show cost $27,000, so we can actually afford to just bring everybody to these shows, and then leave them home on the B shows. But I think the rule going forward is that everybody's got to come to the A or the event shows. We will make a profit of $233,000. That is good coin. We will make 15 million, or we have 15,013,673 in the bank right now after this. And yeah, we took a hit in every place, but we can say that we did improve, not in numbers, but we did start to improve. Do have to look for a deal with India, but we have to do a couple more shows there. I think there's a lot of money in India, and I would really like to include that, at least get this up to maybe a 12, but that's going to take some work, significant work, over the year. So post-show, there is no post-show. It's not a pay-per-view, but that is WCW Saturday night. And, yeah, I was hoping it'd be a little better. I'm going to be honest with you. When I mess up, I will tell you when I messed up. I messed up. So hopefully the next show we will do better. And also, going forward in the next videos, I think I will be doing both B shows and then doing the A show. I think that should probably work out a little better and make us advance a little faster. So maybe each show for WCW will probably be about a week, and maybe have a special Clash of the Champions video, the events and stuff. But yeah, we'll look at all this next time. But thank you very much for joining me. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button and the like button, please do so. These are super fun to make, but it's also better when we have you along for the ride. So thank you very much. If you have any opinions, comments, anything otherwise, leave them in the comments. I really appreciate it. And I'll check you in the next one.